it's really important to turn to the Lord at those times and really put yourself in His hands and know that through the atonement, everything is made possible. It's through the atonement that you can get through any problem, and it's also through the atonement that your investigators will also find peace and happiness in their lives. It was really interesting in Russia to see the people struggling with so many problems. There's a lot of reasons to be sad in Russia, especially for the people who've been living there. They've been through a whole lot of problems, especially the older people who have been through wars. And it's really, really important to focus on the atonement as what the people need in their lives. I was able to see what the people need. You just look at them and you realize that they really, really sincerely need the gospel. They don't realize it, of course, and that's part of our job, is to help them realize that they need the gospel so much in their lives. And so once you realize how much you need it in your life, then you're able to share it with them and help them realize how much they really do need it. Probably my favorite, I guess if we can have favorite investigators, was a man who had tried to commit suicide because he had drug problems, he had drinking problems, he had lots of health problems. He just, pretty much he thought he had nothing to live for. And this is kind of an extreme example, but it does kind of represent all the people in Russia who just, I don't know, there's a lot of depression there, I guess. And this man tried to commit suicide, but the missionaries eventually found him, and he didn't commit suicide because he felt something. He felt that God existed, just this small feeling. So the missionaries found him, taught him, and over the course of 12 years, he eventually quit smoking, quit drinking, quit doing drugs, and he was able to be baptized. And I knew him for just a few months before he was baptized, but even in those few months I could see the difference. Whereas before he looked like the typical Russian, he just looked sad, he looked like he just didn't care, just really a sad person. And then after he was baptized, he was completely changed. You could see the light of Christ in his eyes, and he was a brand new person. And those 12 years, his whole life experience of just having a miserable life, that was all gone. And that was all through the atonement. It wasn't the fun missionaries, it wasn't the fun gospel lessons, it wasn't, the bishop who was a friend to him. It was Christ, and it was Christ's mercy and allowing him to repent and change. And that's just something that you need to be able to share with the people there, is that their life really can change. It's not just going to a new church and having new friends. It really is having a brand new life.